Sup people? Woo! It's your boy the Soaring Eagle, and on today's shred session we're taking a look at the Mesa Boogie Badlander CabClone IR feature. Get excited! Let's do this! So signal chain for this video is my 7-string Kiesel SCB loaded with DiMarzio pickups. I do have my pedal board in the effects loop, but everything is true bypass and is turned off. I just have it in the loop because I have some cool stuff we're going to do later in this video. And then I literally have an XLR cable coming from the DI out directly into my interface, and I'm just recording the audio. So that's the signal chain for the entire path of the video, unless otherwise described. Alright, here's how I have it laid out so far. So right now I want to keep channel 1 on the clean mode, and I'm going to keep channel 2 on the crush mode. I have a camera on the back set up, as you can see, that'll show you the different CabClone IRs. There's 8 per channel. So I'm going to go through everything on channel 2 for crush. Then I'll also do clean, and we'll also hit on the crunch side of things as well. I want to flip through and do some comparisons. So this right now is in mode number 1 on the CabClone, channel 2, crush mode. Here we go. Alright, so that's just kind of a flip through for all of the CabClones 1 through 8 on channel 2 for crush. So now I'm going to switch over to the clean channel and do the exact same thing for you. So we'll start on number 1 and start rolling through all the dials. Can't see the back of the amp, so we hit number 8, but we hit number 8. Awesome. All right, so what we're going to do now is that when I was flipping through, I found that setting number 4, which I believe is the 1x12 Recto cab, sounded really good to my ears in the crush mode. And I really liked the 4x12 standard mode, which is number 1 in the clean mode. So the foot switch works for the CabClone IR just as it would if the amp was going through a cabinet. So I'm just going to play some clean riffs and then some distorted riffs behind it just so you can hear them back and forth together. Awesome. All right, so what we'll do now is I went ahead and I'm going to put it in crunch mode, and I'll keep the settings the same that I had in the crush mode, and we'll just run through all the different CabClone settings and see what it sounds like in crunch. Alright, so what we're going to do now is, I know a lot of people like to put it in the crunch mode and put a tube screamer in front of it to get that old school recto sound. So what I did is I put it back into CabClone 4, which is still my favorite for distortion at this moment. I went ahead and put it in the crunch mode. I'm going to play some riffs, and then in the middle of the riffs I'm going to turn on my Ibanez Tube Screamer Mini so you can kind of get an idea of what she sounds like. Check it out. Man, so you can see you can have your full gambit of pedals running through the CabClone IR, and during this video I haven't even been changing the settings. These are just the general settings that I use. So hopefully you can tell by now with the different CabClones, using your pedals, the versatility of the amp itself as far as shaping tones, you can really model and make some really great tones from this CabClone IR, no doubt. Alright, so in my previous demo I asked some questions of what people wanted to hear from the CabClone IR. One of the biggest questions that I got was, how did it sound like on the low register of things? And they said not genty stuff, but just low register in general. So what I did is I've got it back in crush mode in channel 2. I put it on the 4th setting, which is still the 1x12 Recto cab. And what I'm going to do is play some lower register stuff on the B string. This is just a few riffs from my band SiNN's upcoming EP, Malevolent, shameless plug. And I'm just going to play some riffs there. It's actually written in B standard, and it isn't genty, so maybe you'll get an idea of what you're looking for. So check it out. All right, so hopefully that gives you an idea of what the lower register stuff sounds like, just doing some chugging in B standard. All right, so what I'm going to do now, to be honest with you, is kind of show off how good the clean channel sounds. I still have it in clean mode on channel 1, on CabClone setting 1, which is the 4x12. What I did was put some Corona chorus from TC Electronic on, and the Ghost Echo reverb from Earthquaker Devices. Neck position, just going to play some riffs, just want you to hear just how great I think it sounds. I think it sounds beautiful, man. So in conclusion, I think the CabClone IR on the Mesa Boogie Badlander is very versatile, especially coming from a 100-watt amplifier. I mean, you take this thing out and go gig with it and rock the world, and you can bring it back home and bring it to your studio and get some great bedroom volume tones and record silently or very quietly. It's great. And you can see we flipped through all the different ones, but we didn't necessarily even change the knobs on the front of the amp. So know that you do still have that versatility. The effects loop works with it, so any pedals you want to use while recording, you can do that as well. One of the things that I think is great about it is that you have so many different settings, so you're not stuck with just one and shaping it. Plus, you can plug your computer into it, and you're actually able to load different simulations or different IRs that you like. So know that you also have that on the back end. So I definitely think it's a great feature on the amp, and it's super cool that it's on such a high wattage amplifier. So before you leave, do me a favor, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button below. Much appreciated. Let me know what you thought if you have any questions, and we'll talk about it. So I hope everybody's enjoying the holidays. Be safe out there. Soaring Eagle out, baby.